Sarah and Vinnie on Alice at 97.3.
So let's hear it.
I wiped out yesterday. I texted Vinnie just because it's just so stupid. Am I too old, I guess, to be running?
That's what happened?
Hashtag when old people run.
You went for a run?
No, I ran down the driveway, tangled my feet up in my, I was wearing these jeans that have kind of bell-bottomy, not even a huge one. I don't even know what happened. I come running out of the house.
For what?
I'm trying to get my kid to this appointment. So
your kid witnessed this fall.
My kid's in the car waiting for me.
Oh, man, that's like a movie. When you're sitting in the car and you're looking through the windshield and whatever happens in front of you, it's like seeing it on the big screen.
No, such a dummy. So I come running out of the house and my grannies are bouncing on my chest. So I kind of like glance down and I've been picking this apart. Like,
wait,
how did this even happen?
Your granny glasses.
Yeah, my granny glasses.
We're not calling our boobs that now.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
So they're bouncing.
I just needed to know for sure that's not how you...
I looked down, I grabbed the glasses, kind of pulled them to the side to get them out of the way, and I don't know, my feet just tangled up. And it just took forever to fall on the ground. It just was coming at me for so long. And I'm trying to like get my feet back under me, and I'm getting closer and closer to the ground as I'm running further, almost like... Oh, just a moron.
So your hands are an important
I don't know
way to save your vitals.
You'd think.
Did you have anything in your hands? I'm sorry.
No, I had I don't know. I didn't have anything in my hands. I was just running back.
How did they not get in front of you?
Let me think if I had.
Because you landed on your chin.
I landed on everything. I landed flat out. So my hands are all scraped up, so they clearly made it to the ground. They're not bad.
It doesn't look nearly as bad as...
My thumb was underneath my hand, and this is wicked. It's bad. But you know what? That's what I was saying to Vinnie. Like, I'm pretty racked up, and but there's not a lot of evidence. Like, I almost wish I had something so that I could get some sympathy out of this. So the worst of it was it's my right knee and my chin. I just freaking chin.
Well, the beauty is it doesn't look bad at all.
Well, I iced it hard so I have to go to this freaking appointment, right? So I wipe out. My kid comes running. I'm like, oh my God, Mom, are you okay? Just really like it was. I'm like laid out in the cul-de-sac I live on. And unbelievably, no neighbors saw me. There's always neighbor, that guy who has the dog classes right next door. He's always out on his front porch.
Maybe they saw and went, I'm not going to go. It's how embarrassing for her.
If somebody sees somebody wipe out, don't they go try to help?
Run over them.
If you're alone, if your kid's there, maybe they went, you know what?
I'm going to let
That's
her.
embarrassing.
I mean, it took me like some time just to get up and kind of assess and get the dirt out of my palms. And then I'm going to drive my kid to this appointment. So I'm in the car and I'm kind of
Did you cry?
I didn't like wail, but I for sure was in pain and like had tears in my eyes. And my son was like, maybe we should just not go. I'm like, we got to go. So I'm driving and I'm like, oh, Sean goes later at the dinner table. He was telling his father what he'd seen. And he goes, and then she moaned all the way to the doctor's office. I'm like, oh, because I don't know. I was just like totally rocked by it.
You would never have made it as a skateboarder.
Oh, man. No
That's
way.
daily. That fall that you just had is daily for skateboarders.
My wrist is jacked up. And the worst part of the whole thing is, so I jam my chin. I can't really chew. Like, I know.
Are you going to get mileage out of this? Is this going to be your excuse? I can't do that, honey.
Oh. No.
I was thinking you might lose some weight.
Maybe. I might.
We all went weird places.
I know. No, it's just
none of them sympathetic towards you. Sorry about
doesn't
that.
matter. It's fine. I'm used to it.
So sorry.
No, in a good way. She always wants to lose weight.
Sure.
She'll need to.
Thanks, Susie.